There are many obstacles that we face when we want to make disciples or making disciples. And one of those is just the culture that we live in. In our Western culture, the thinking is the more the better, or the bigger is better. Well, Jesus was thinking in a different way. He was thinking more like less is better, deeper is better. So, for example, when he rose from his grave, he met not a great multitudes of people, but with only those few days or hours after his resurrection, he chose to meet two disciples on the way from Jerusalem to Emmaus, a small village in the middle of nowhere, just the two people that he appeared to, and he spoke to them, and he encouraged them, he let them recognize him. And he is this personal and this intentional all the time. He always invests into a few people. I remember when I was a young Christian that there was only a small group of us at the university ministry in the Czech Republic that was underground. It was under communism, and we had a Christian teacher, a pastor who came by, and he came to encourage us. He was an American, and so he met our small groups, and I remember that he shared this principle: the less is better. Jesus was focusing on small groups and individuals, and he's able to use the small groups and individuals better than big groups and multitudes. And I remember that this principle really became very important to me, and I came to believe it. After a few years, this small group of 5 multiplied into a group of 100, all because we were focusing on personal relationships, on spreading the good news of the gospel one-to-one or in small groups. And today it is a national movement that has spread into several university cities in the Czech Republic. I think it works. So one obstacle is the culture that we live in. Another obstacle, I believe, is that it takes dying to myself, and we are not much willing to do that. To make disciple makers is connected with a cost. But, however, no life is possible without sacrifice. Jesus is teaching us that principle, that the grain of wheat needs to die first before it grows and before it bears fruit. And so another obstacle is that we are either too comfortable, too lazy, or unwilling to step out, to die to myself, and that's why we are not reproducing disciples. And still another reason might be that we might be willing, and we might want to even pay the price, but we don't know how. We don't know how to start. We don't know what we should do to be helping other disciples. So there is several obstacles, but all of them can be overcome.